All right, this is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 19. I have a special guest back in the building for the first time in what feels like years. She didn't know where I lived anymore. She didn't know where the pod studio was. She didn't know a lot of things. We even beefed for a little bit in our interim time away from each other. Yeah, there was some beef. For sure, some beef on my end. I don't know. I asked her just before we started if she was ready to pod, but maybe not.
Ooh, you ever had somebody speaking and just take the wind out of you? Whew. Hold nothing back, they say.
No, facts. We had a little beef.
Well, he's Trump today. He should have wore his Make America Great Again hat.
We had a little bit of beef. I'm going to talk about the beef because I want to understand why I was beefing with you, from you.
He didn't feel loved by me, you guys. And I have a special effect on people that, you know, obviously they feel some type of way, you know, when the love is not there.
Can we be honest, though?
And I can understand. I drew back from my friend, and my friend did not feel loved anymore. So if you have friends out there, I would highly recommend that y'all check on them, appreciate them, and love them. Because if not, it will result
in unfriending. You hurt my feelings, bro. Like, it takes me a long time to call somebody a friend. It takes me a long time for me to actually call somebody a friend. So, and it's all y'all. Like, all my homegirls who got in relationships literally at the same fucking time just put me on the back burner, and that shit hurt.
Well, technically, you know, Kyle is my man, because some people like to say that, you know.
Relax.
And this has been going on for a couple of years, you know, because he is just friends with a lot of women. Like, if you are watching this and you are a male and you watching this because your girlfriend be on here or your side chick or something be on here, he does not want us. He doesn't. He, in fact, encourage us to stay with y'all. He gives us very good advice.
Facts. But no, that really hurt my feelings. And it happened, like, again, it happened all at once. So this friend is dealing with somebody. This friend's dealing with someone. This friend's dealing with someone. I'm always dealing with somebody, like, on my end. So I don't ever switch up on nobody. You may or may not know who I'm dealing with. Or if you do know.
Secretive.
Not secretive. It's private. It's actual private. You know, people be like, let me post my person with a emoji in front of them.
Oh, like, I would never post nobody again on my life. I wouldn't care if I'm walking down the aisle married. That's public embarrassment.
And it happened to a lot of my homegirls. Like, Wednesday, let's make this like an actual, like, time frame from my perspective. I don't know if this is exactly what happened in your scenario, but let's say Wednesday, crazy post. This is my nigga for life. Next Friday.
That ain't never been posted about me, I can tell you that.
Nah, it's been nuts, and it's hurt my feelings. A lot of my friends have hurt my feelings, and a lot of them are trying to do better. But with you in particular, you really hurt my feelings because we was cool, and I was like, what the fuck happened? I always know when my homegirls get a nigga because they always change.
Oh Lord,
they make this nigga the priority before the priority is needed.
Can we put a disclaimer out there that I got a boyfriend in July, and Cal claims I was talking or dealing with someone before July?
That could be true, but your energy was I had a nigga for longer than that.
Life be lifing, man.
No, you're right, and that's why I apologize to you.
Nah, life be lifing for real. You ever feel like when you have to focus? And it's just like one of those things where, like how people fast. You ever seen people where they fast from something? And not saying that like,
damn, I'm fasted from?
No, see that.
Damn, I'm
see,
toxic.
That's what I'm saying. No. Like when people have to really fast to like really achieve their goals and stuff. And I'll be like all the way cut clear, like from when October, November, December, January, February. What? I was trying to find a place to stay. People try and do those, like where somebody else gets the apartment and stuff for you. Girl scammed me
Oh,
out of like $1,800.
you fell for that one?
Man,
You fell for that one. What she say? Pay now.
we're not gonna talk about that. So yeah, trying to find a place to stay, and then just life. I feel like social media really doesn't help you. People would rather talk about you than really help you. And it's not like, what does it say? Like, you shouldn't put people on the back burner, but I feel like sometimes your mind and your priorities really change because you have to be more structured and more focused to get to where you want to be in life. Because how can you enjoy life if, like, technically you're not in the right state of mind to enjoy life? So, but he just misses our late night conversations, you know, with me and him, because we have so much going on, as y'all can see, you know.
Allegedly can see.
Allegedly, you know. So,
No, and I had a conversation with because you weren't the only person I unfriended. Right? But like I had another conversation because like I'm so confused because like if I call you my friend, I don't change. I don't switch up. At any point like I could be in the middle of fucking bankruptcy and I wouldn't change anything. Like I wouldn't change my friends' interactions. I wouldn't change that. Like if I got some shit going on, I'm gonna handle that shit over here. But best believe over here with our friendship, we're good because I actually call you a friend. And one of the reasons that I reached out to you is because a person did some really weird shit to me. Someone that I've been friends with for decades. She did some weird shit. And I was like, is this really my friend? Or we just known each other for a long time? So I looked at my friends and I was like, Francis is kind of cool.
yeah, I didn't even know he unfriended me, and I wrote him like, hey, I was wondering why I didn't see your post. Like, you're not my friend. And I'm like, what? I'm sorry. I'm like, why you feel like that? What's wrong? This and that, blah, blah, blah. Then months later, he comes back, and I'm like, hey, it's all love. I told you before, hey, if that's how if what's meant to be in your life is gonna be in your life. If it's not, then God will remove it. Or if you don't believe in God, the universe will remove it, literally.
Yeah, I was removed. She removed me. The universe just removed the shit out of me from her life.
Can the universe give us some money, please?
No, for real. No, but that shit, like, that's just weird to me because I don't change. Like, I can be in a relationship for 40 years and I'm always going to be the same with the people who I actually call friends. Like, even in a relationship, like, I'm going to invite whomever I call my friends around that relationship. I want that community.
But you know, see, that's what I'm gonna say. Is like some people, like, I feel like it's different for. Well, first I can say this: I have friends that. Have you ever met people where it's like they're your friend, but they're like an energy drainer? Mm-hmm. So it's like you can
damn,
only
I'm an energy drainer.
No.
God damn. You see these clips, guys? Like, god damn, I'm an energy drainer.
No. What I'm saying is, it's some people that like you can only deal with them like I could deal with you Monday, Thursday, but I can't deal with you the whole week. I even have friends that like I can talk to them, but I know I'm not gonna share personal business with them, if that makes sense. I have friends where I can unload like a whole book to them, and I know that whatever I tell them, hey, like, they're not going to go run off and tell somebody. If anything, they're going to be a listening shoulder and be like, hey, like, I'm sorry, you know? And that's good to be like there for those people. Some people you can talk to every day. And sometimes I've had that happen to me. I talk to a person every single day, and then out the blue, it's just like life hit them. And I didn't hear from them in like 3 months. And they were like, hey, like, I was like just dealing with some stuff. I just wanted to be by myself. And I'm like, damn, like you don't tell nobody. And I mean, I'm like, bitch, if you don't answer the motherfucking phone, bitch, I'm gonna pull up at your goddamn house. Like, I'm gonna fight you. And I had to learn that people set boundaries around themselves. We all have boundaries. And so sometimes we feel like, hey, we need a mental break. And it's not saying like, oh, I need a mental break from my friends, or saying, oh, I need a mental break from the world, like a person is suicidal, you know? But sometimes we just need to recharge. But then on another aspect, some people like the relationship thing. I think sometimes people are really jealous and intimidated by our friends because they have that bond with that person before they got with them. So a person can be jealous or just maybe, they might think that there's like something going on, you know, because their relationship is like so close.
I've been accused of fucking like all my homegirls at some point in time with like, like I've been accused multiple times. Like I've been told,
I ain't even got no more juice.
niggas have been like, he cooks, you can't hang out with him.
Because they don't know how to make nothing but rice and hamburger helper and spaghetti. Tell me about it.
I've gone through that. So like for me, like I set the boundaries for my personal friendships early. Like my best friend in the world lives 5 hours from 4 with the fucking traffic and shit. Like now, like 4.5 hours away. We see each other once every 3 to 4 years, maybe. Like we try to do like every other birthday, but like still try to like say happy birthday, whatever. My friend, he doesn't do social media whatsoever. He's off the grid. He lives in a place where
I like people like that.
he's off the fucking grid. Like if I tag, he has like social media or whatever, but like if I tagged him with something, he would never see it. You know what I mean? So, but that's established already. Like we already know, like, hey, he's married with 3 or 4 kids. That's a lie, Tori. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put 2 kids on you.
Putting all his business out there.
My godchildren's.
He's probably trying to find them on Facebook now.
But he's been married since he was like 20 years old. So I understand that disconnection. When I establish a friendship and it's as consistent as our conversations, when that stops, it's a little different for me.
I know. And then I got mad. He didn't want to be with me. So I'm not the 6'9", thick built woman for him. So with the accent.
You gotta chill. But no, like I don't like that scenario is like hard for me. Like I don't. What's breaking? What broke? What's
the phone?
Oh, the second phone? Oh, my phone. Oh, second phone. My phone's there. All right. So I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about next because that was on that phone. So
my phone's right here.
No, but that is a conversation that we should like put out there. Like when you get in a relationship, how do you start treating the people who you actually fuck with? And if the person that you're dealing with decides that those people aren't cool for you, how do you deal with that? Because right now, this version of me rejects that 100%. I remember like when I was younger and I had homegirls who were legitimate homegirls, and I'd be in a relationship with a girl and she'd be like, "You can't talk to her," and I'm like, "See, why?"
And so here's my whole take on like I wouldn't say I'm a jealous person, but I will say I am kind of iffy because you have some females where they truly are like the dudes like friends. And I think that men should have good relationships with women because it's like if you want to plan something for your woman, then who else better to ask than a female herself, you know? And it doesn't always have to be family, but I feel sometimes you might open doors where you might be a little flirtatious, you know? And she knows that like, oh, you know, I would never go there with you, but you still go there. But y'all have this friendship. Then it's other times where you've dated people, but you've never slept with them. So it doesn't count as you've talked to them or
I've
dated
never
them.
dated anyone I haven't fucked. Keep going. Sorry.
That's why I feel sometimes it's a little bit iffy, because if it's not an issue, then why doesn't she come around? You know, like you said, like, oh, you know, have gatherings. I feel like if you don't meet these friends or bring people around your family, then what are you hiding? You know? And then hell, you can bring have some people around them, and then they like, oh, well, you know, he got Joe Smo and everybody else. Well, not Joe Smo. Well, they do be down low too. So yeah, they got Mike, Joe Smo, Jerry, and Jane. So, but yeah, I think it's crazy because you can put your trust in someone and you want to love them and be with them. And so if they tell you like, hey, I don't want you talking to them, you'll be like, well, that's my friend, you know? And it's like, dang, do I want to choose like being with this person that I may potentially be with for the rest of my life, or do I choose a friendship? And I feel like if you ever have to choose between those two, I'm not going to say it should necessarily like think of self first, but do what you feel is right. A healthy relationship isn't going to make you choose.
And that's my point. Like, that's my absolute point. Like, there are flirtations that happen. Humans flirt. That's just the norm of shit, right?
But don't bring no hoe around me and you flirt with the hoe.
But I wouldn't be bringing anybody that I've slept with around the woman I'm with.
Right.
Like, that just wouldn't happen. But like, if I decide to commit to somebody, I'm literally going to introduce you to my homegirls quickly.
Yes, and see, and I'm the same way. No, look, I promise you, look. Like if I'm dealing with you and like I see potential in you, like I want to bring you around my family and my friends. So that way like they can get a feel for you, you know, and they can tell me like, you know, hey, like
I don't even know about family. I just need to be around your friends to find out if you're the ugly friend. Like because I don't want to get too far in this shit. And we 3 months into this shit and you invite me to the function and you the ugly friend. Like, you the friend like, oh,
what if she got a lit personality?
Queen, congrats, queen, you got a nigga finally. I don't want that one.
Well, hold on, because my family had told somebody that, and they was like, she is crazy. I don't know how she got a boyfriend. I'd be like,
I don't want to be around your family early. I just want to be around your friend group because like women have this girl code. Like if you talk to a nigga, like he can't like date your friend for some reason, even though we didn't really date for real. Because I've gone through that. Like I've been involved with a woman. We go to the friend thing and she not the best looking friend and I'm more interested in the other friend. And now I'm outed for some reason.
See, but now that goes to when you don't get the attention that you want in a relationship. See what I'm saying? If you're with somebody and then you feel like their friend looks better or this and that, you stop giving her the attention.
No, I would just I again, I've done this wrong many times. I would just be like, I'm kind of cool on us, and then I try to talk to the better looking friend and it's girl code for some reason, even though we were only talking for like a month or whatever.
Well, I done been accused of sharing people with my best friends, so I don't know.
You know what's weird about like that even thought process as far as like who accused you? Was it a nigga? Like was it a guy?
I ain't gonna say no names now. I'm sure he gonna be watching this when you upload it.
That's why I don't really hang with niggas like that, because a lot of weird shit happens around a group of niggas. Like a lot of stuff I don't even feel comfortable like being around. There's a lot of like weird dude stuff that happens. That's why when I say something on the internet, right? Like I'm only talking about me. I don't be talking about niggas in general. Like if I have a thought, it's my thought. It's not a group thought.
We all have our own opinions. For
like
real.
I'm not basing my thought off of me being in groups with niggas, because I would prefer any day in the universe. I prefer to be around women, whether It's my mama because I love my moms. I'm a mom's child. Like I don't even say a mama's baby. Like I'm a mom's child.
What is it? He's a mama's boy.
Yeah, like I'm a mom's child. I'm different than that. Like because we work together. Like it's a little different. It's a little different.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't have that in the whole. So like some of my closest friends, I say friends are family. Other than that, I can count probably no more than 10. But then I also have like another male, and he's a really good friend of mine, and it's crazy because I would tag him on Facebook and people are like, he's not gay, he's too swole to be gay, or I'm like, I said, why do you look at a man like that? Like do you look at dudes' pictures?
The person you're talking about gay as hell. I know who you're talking about. Gay as hell. By the responses first, and then the pictures. He's too pro. He's too pro.
Well, okay. But it just threw me off that the dude had said that about him, and I was just thinking to my head like, how many dudes be on here thinking like going to his page, looking at his profile picture like, nah, he not gay. Like,
Nah,
like they probably think he bisexual or something.
He gay as hell. I don't know who he is. He's gay as hell. But,
and he get women too. That's the bad part. He'll get women. He is handsome. That's why I was like, I was like, are y'all jealous of him? Like, because y'all don't look like that, or I don't know. I don't get it. I have never I've heard women compare themselves to other women, you know, like, oh, she thinks she all that, or, you know, oh, she thinks she pretty, you know, this and that. But I ain't never heard like dudes say stuff like about another dude.
That's a weird like dude insecurity thing, right? Like
Make you wonder.
I don't think women always go to he's different, he's gay. But like you know how like men can like instantly tell someone like a woman's a lesbian, like a butch lesbian.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell, I know a whole bunch of people out here that's gay, men and women. You can't tell a thing.
You can tell if you're looking. Like not looking as far as like looking into them, but like there's a certain energy that comes with certain things.
Well, hold on, cause hell, why do people can't see that in the man that's gay and hiding it?
I think women can't see that
because they just so in love.
Yeah, I think women try to. It's not a women thing. Like, I just think that there are certain attributes that women see, and they're just defined.
It's the thing where you see the red flags, but you ignore them type thing.
I don't think women being attracted to someone who's a gay man is a red flag. I think it's a not your flag. Like, I think that's not a red flag for you. That's just a not your flag. Not your thing. It's not a bad thing. Like, if I see a woman and she clearly likes millionaires, because that's all she gets is millionaires.
And you the broke one. Mm-hmm. He admitted, y'all, he broke.
I'm brokey.
We looking for the universe to give us $1 million. We praying on it.
I don't know. I think people have their own perspective of every single thing, but some things are like very clear.
And I think some people are just too judgmental. Mm-hmm. And that's why some people tend to like not be themselves or authentic enough.
Oh man, that means the world that because people aren't like today. I think it was an old post. Like it was a post from like weeks ago. But if you don't tag me on social media, I won't see it. Like if you don't
lying.
That's not the truth. It's not the truth. If you don't actually tag me in the post, I won't see it. So there was a post that I guess I posted a couple of days ago, and there was like mad comments and mad like likes and dislikes, laughs and all that shit, right? And I said my piece, but I also said like I don't want to talk to y'all. Like I don't want to talk. Like I have zero interest in explaining myself to you. Mad lesbians was in there. And it was a post about men, like being a man.
What was it? It was the mental health for men.
Nah, it wasn't that. It was like in regard to like 79% of women initiate divorce in relationships.
I've heard that before.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth. And they were like, well, it's because she didn't get enough attention. And I'm just like, I mean,
No.
how much being divorced is? You know how much work you got to go to do that?
Yeah.
It can't be just the attention.
I think it's more so like the women, they fall back like more emotionally. Like anytime that you're with a person and you're with them for a long time, it's not just one thing. It's not just several things. It's multiple things that make you lead up to leaving that person. And then it's like when you finally leave, it's like, hey, you're done with them. As a man, I feel more men, they put in more effort there. They're going to try, especially if they love that woman and they truly want to like spend the rest of their lives with them. And I think it's kind of hurtful. And I'll even admit that as well. Like my children's dad, I had to apologize to him because I said, hey, like I was going through things and I was being selfish instead of like trying to work on our relationship, which we are in a great space now, but it took me like,
takes time.
Yeah, it took me time to actually see like, hey, like you were dealing with things and you walked away. And so it like,
no, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult because like a lot of times, like even in relationships I've been in, like I haven't been the most forthcoming as far as like how my day went. Like I just want my day to end with something good. And you come home and you're like with your partner and she's like, hey, let's do this, and you're like, I really just wanted to come home today and not do shit.
No, bro, no. Look, look, this is the most irritating thing. I love, like, I don't know. I think for me, like, I love being on my partner. I love being around them, on them. And it's so frustrating to me that if you have a partner and then, like you said, like, you don't want to be like, oh, you know, hey, I don't want to. But what if you come home like that every day? And then it's like, well, when are you going to have a good day? When are you going to come home and be happy? When are you going to come home and be cheerful? You know, because it's like, as a woman, you want to be under your significant other. Mm-hmm. I mean, I even know some men that want to be under their. I almost said men want to be under their significant other. I don't know. Somebody out here is probably talking about me. I don't know. But yeah.
No, I think that's difficult. Like if the day never comes or never have like came before, then that's difficult to like figure out. Like if that person was never that when you decided to commit to them, what are you waiting for?
Listen, I done had somebody tell me when I come home, I don't want to hear no music, no loud noise or nothing, because I already listened to loud noise and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was so strange to me because I was like, well, I find that strange. I was like, because when you get off work, you listen to music in your car.
Mm-hmm. I can say this. I've been in personal relationships when I was younger where the car was a sanctuary. Like,
facts.
I knew whenever I open this door, my energy has to be a little different. Like, even if I had the worst day in the world, like this person still expects me to be their partner. And if I can't be that, I also understood that, like I had to explain that. And unfortunately, sometimes the partner doesn't understand that.
No, but that's where about the men's mental health thing, you know, mm-hmm. like that's like, to me, just personally, I feel like we should all care about our mental health. But I do feel that it is a little bit more important for men because sometimes men, I've been told this before, oh, you only care when you speak. When I speak, you shut me down. And it's like, no, I'm not really shutting you down. Well, for one, some people just be lying. So, yeah. But
So
Okay,
what the fucking not fucking Felicia? What do you mean? Today we're gonna talk about today?
But no, seriously, I really do feel like sometimes men, when they do have like a partner, they're not really comfortable with speaking with that partner. You know, sometimes you can get with someone and you might be comfortable talking to Jane because Kimberly over here at the house, she expects you to be Superwoman, so you have to call Jane on the way home because Jane is going to be a soft-spoken woman who's going to be like, yes, I'm sorry you had such a bad day, I hope things get better. But you don't want to be with Jane because you really love Kimberly. That's why y'all should go see therapists.
And stop dating white women.
Well, the women in my head was not white.
I don't know a black Jane. I don't know a black Kimberly. I'm just playing.
I actually know a black Jane.
God damn, bring her on the pod, man. But no, I completely 1000% agree with that in the sense of like being able to exist. Because like my scenario that I had when I was in my youth, we both worked. We both worked our ass off to fucking pay for a $700 apartment. That was a 2-bedroom back in the day. It was nice then. And
That was just triple.
and yeah, 3 times for sure. Like you don't even have to like make 3 times the rent anymore. Your rent just 3 times now. It's nuts. But like I completely understand that because like there's no lanes to have the conversation. Like there's no, where do you learn to talk like that? Where do you learn to have communication skills? Where do you learn that? No one learns that. People just date the same group of friends for 27 years and then marry somebody who shouldn't.
No, because I feel like sometimes it starts at home, and then if it's not taught at home, then it's
We can't use home as the example for
dating, right?
dating or adult knowledge. I understand it. I understand people's background and upcoming, and you know it wasn't the best. It didn't look this way, but the best thing about being an adult is that you get to
Hold yourself accountable.
hold yourself accountable and become different. Like if you left home at 18 and you're 57, you got the opportunity to redo that whole 18 years of life. As far as like learning and looking to see what you want to do better. People get comfortable with being not right. I don't know if that's the word.
People are comfortable with being comfortable. They don't want to.
Yeah, there's
better.
there's no change. Like I think me and last episode, me and Brittany talked about like the people who have literally been in the same friend groups their entire life, and you know how life is a roller coaster. Their shit just coast. Like they don't go up and down. It's just straightforward. And also, like, life happens. Life is a thing. Life is life, right? Life be life. And at 32, life is life. And life's all the time for me. Life happens all the time for everybody else. And I can never subject myself to think that things happen because of people. I think things just happen because of life. But I think there's a bigger conversation in regards to relationships that we were never taught. It's like the missing piece. It's like we have everything. We have the puzzle. The puzzle is like bad shit over here, bad shit over here, great shit here, okay stuff here, cool stuff, and then when we get to right here in the middle, we don't know what to do.
I would say, hold on, my phone's ringing. No, seriously. The reason why I say like it starts from when you're younger is because you build a relationship with your family. Then outside of family, you build a relationship with friends. Sometimes you can be friends with the person right now that you were friends with back in elementary school. It doesn't mean that y'all are on the same page. It doesn't mean that y'all are on the same, climb, but y'all are still friends. Y'all can still communicate. when you get an adult, you take those things that you have learned, like, hey, I had a relationship with my aunt. I did not like when she talked to me this way. Hey, I had a relationship with this friend, and we both had a very clear understanding. So when you get it as an adult, you have those things that remind you of those, like you said, those good relationships, those bad relationships, those, hey, I can see this isn't going to go anywhere. I can see that this is going to go somewhere. Then as you become obviously ready to date and settle down, sometimes, unfortunately, we are drawn to very toxic behaviors and we just stick to it like a lynch, you know? But some of us, you know, we actually do see very good qualities in individuals, and we're attracted to not just the physical appearance, but the inner appearance that a person has. That's why the ugly girl out the group may get this wonderful, good looking guy, because that inner part of her outshines the ugly person that she is. So, just in my opinion.
No, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with anything that you've said or saying. I just think that like there's a level of understanding at a certain point. Like even for me, like my DMs is disgusting. Like, and it be the people that people think are cool. Like it'd be the people who it'd be the chicks who get all the likes, all the views, like the hairdressers,
non-colored
like
women.
Oh no. My inbox is strictly colored. It's for coloreds only. If you are uncolored in my inbox, I will delete it.
He's prejudiced.
You will never see that. I don't want a woman who's not black.
I told y'all, if y'all not 6'9", stallion.
I don't want a woman who's not black. That's my preference. That's always been that's not the truth. I've fucked some white women in my life, but at this point, being 32, I only want black women. That's just the truth. It's just the truth. But like,
and you like what you like. Like people can't. What I hate is how people try and force you to do. Well, I wouldn't say do things, because everybody has like the power of their own mind. But people will try and persuade you
to think their way.
Yes.
And I'm just like, why can't we just be on the same page of like, you like what you like, I like what I like. Why can't we? I don't have a problem with dudes who like women who are not black. My my niece is white. Oh. My nephew's mixed. Like, I don't have any issues with anybody who loves anybody. I don't
care neither.
I just love who you fucking love. I just know I'm gonna love someone who's black.
Now, what I don't like is when they try and be like, "Oh, biracial kids are prettier than black kids, or like they have better hair."
I'm weird.
Like, y'all are
I
just
have straight
ignorant.
ass hair. I'm black as fuck. Like I have straight ass hair.
I know some straight up black people, and they have some nice looking skin and pretty nice hair. I think it's just all about
you don't have
genetics.
You don't have to downplay anybody to
boost yourself
or to praise what you like.
Right.
Like there never has to be a post that says, I don't like black women, I don't like white women, I don't like Hispanic women, I don't like this, I don't like that. You can just positively say like, I love whatever.
They like them pansexuals.
What is that? What's a pansexual?
They say them people who they just like.
They don't give a fuck. Like everything.
They're like the tree. The tree love them.
That tree looking thick.
Wait, is there? I think it is right.
No, you're right. You're right.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, because I called somebody that before. I was like, "Are you a pansexual?" They was like, What?
No, the pansexuals like anything. They'd be like, that couch looking kind of thick.
But I think, no, I think there's people way of like low key just trying to say like, oh, you know, like
people shit on people for no reason. That's why I don't care about like. That's why I started the podcast, man. Like, I don't want to talk to y'all weirdos who are out there who are just looking to talk shit about people, and you live in a box.
Well, I talk hella shit,
but you don't do it like you like. I don't think you do it like proactively. I don't think you go to people's pages and talk shit.
No,
I think that shit comes to you and you have something to say. I think a lot of people just wait for someone to say something that they don't like, and that's when they attack.
Man, you hear me? I hate people on social media.
And I call people out. I'll be like, you be on mad viral posts and no one comments and likes anything you say. You can say the most outlandish shit on a viral post and no one gives a fuck what you say.
But you know what else I hate is if you do something positive, it's like if you do something positive and you do something good, like nobody pays attention to it. But let you post, let's all vote for Trump, or and by the way, this is not what is it? What you say? President?
Endorsement?
Yeah, and this is not endorsed by nobody, baby. I don't even care to vote. Not saying that I don't vote. Who knows if I
don't
do?
vote.
If
I
don't.
stopped voting in 08. My first year of voting was 08 when I graduated. Oh, I was a freshman in high school when I graduated Florida State. I'm never voting again. Anyways, go. Keep on.
But yeah, I just don't understand. Some people they'll like attract to one post, and then it's just like that's all they see, and it's like how you see this one post that you just want to be mad about, but you don't see these other 50 million posts.
Listen, listen. This is why the Can We Talk podcast exists, because I post mad positive shit all the time.
He lying. All he do is talk shit all day.
I post mad positive shit all the time, like mad funny positive shit, and no one gravitates to that. When I say that y'all be selling your pussy for $40, it's a problem. I'm just saying.
We don't sell it for 40. We sell it for 50.
You don't sell shit. Shut up. They don't sell. I remember I saw a video. I talked about this like 2 pods ago. I saw one of those like Keith Lee impressions on pussy. Like,
I don't even know who Keith Lee is.
Who, like, food critic guy, but he did it for pussy. Like, he went to go purchase coochie and he gave it a rating. He was like, smell 6 out of 10. Feel. He did one of those. People are crazy on the internet, man. Like, the internet is so wide, but it's so small. Like, people do a lot of weird shit on the internet.
Okay, but look, I'll side note aside, because I was going to tell him this before he turned on this camera. Why I thought this man had a rose vibrator up in here, and it looked like an incense.
Oh, that's a gnat killer. That's an apple gnat.
It's an apple gnat. Y'all should get y'all one.
Multiple, because gnats be crazy. Cricket's been fucking me up this month.
Boy!
I told you. I'm on the 3rd floor. How the fuck y'all get up here?
Wait, crickets getting here?
Yes.
Oh, I guess they'll climb up the stairs, huh?
Them niggas can fly.
That's a lot of work.
They can fly.
To get up here.
Yeah, I think it's because there's a tree. Like,
I heard they bite too.
I ain't never been bit by a cricket before.
See, somebody told me that they got bit by a cricket, and I was like, how does a cricket bite you?
I don't know. But like there's a big ass tree like on my balcony. So like my balcony's where it is and you can't see it because you're not here. But like if I open it and I'll show you.
No,
but like
I've been out there.
Big ass tree.
Yes.
So I'm thinking them niggas is like suicide,
Jumping
like divers. Yeah, like let's do it. And like missing maybe and like falling
I
down.
don't see how they get in the house though.
Cracks. I seen one come through the door, like the door cracked.
See, and my kids said that because it's like a little crack, and they were like, "Oh, mama, the crickets are getting in the house through the cracks." And like every time we open up the door, it's like full of crickets in the front. But we see those, and I don't see how else because I'll be in a shower, and all of a sudden the cricket come out of nowhere, and I'm start screaming and yelling.
Well, I jumped. I was working type shit in this corner, and I see something on the like my eye, like the back of my eye. I'm like, and it made noise. It was like. I was like, whoa, where you come from? And then I started hearing the noise.
Yeah, I said, whoo, then it started making noise.
I was like, what the fuck's happening? And then that motherfucker just walked up to me. I was like, you want me to pet you, nigga?
Did you kill him?
Yes. Get the fuck out of here.
See, somebody told me that they mean good luck.
Killing
them? But I
them?
was like, no, they mean good luck.
Oh.
Like, if you kill them, it's bad luck.
Oh, shit.
But
I'm fucked.
I know, right? I flush them down the toilet.
I'd kill them.
Nah, they be too many. I'd be like, I could see if it was like on a random day.
Bop. That's my workout.
We done had like 6 of them before in our house.
Yeah, they be coming through. And they also here too, like there's like some some spaces on like the right and left side.
But how do they fit through there without dying?
They be squeezing through. Like we be squeezing the clothes when we get a little bigger. They jump a little bit. 2 feet first, and then they jump a little. They hop.
All right, let's change the subject. Anywho,
Can we talk about Seattle? You ever been? Do you ever been to Washington?
no.
So, in the state of Washington, they have a squatters issue.
Oh, I've been seeing that on TikTok.
Yeah. So
And the Venezuela is taking over the apartments and stuff in
Colorado. So these are two different states, but like the law in Washington is if you go on say you go on vacation for a couple of days, someone can occupy your home, and it can take years to evict them. So let's say you go on vacation for 10, 20 days or whatever.
What if it's just the weekend?
I don't know if that's a thing, but like if it's an extended amount of time, right? Someone can break into your home, apartments, houses, condos, any actual stay that you are, and they can break in there, start occupying it, and it can take years to evict them.
But I just don't see how that's possible. They would have to get mail there.
No, that's a Texas thing.
That's a Texas thing.
Yeah, you don't have to get mail there. Like you can be in the residence, like your physical body in the residence for an extended amount of time.
Well,
is
we
what
need
the
to go to
law is.
Washington and find somebody on vacation and let's break into their house.
Like it's a human's right. It's a civil rights thing. Like so, like let's say I live in the house. You guys have been gone for whatever amount of time. I've been in the home for this amount of time, and I can prove that I've been in this home for this amount of time.
But how can you prove that?
I think
You're taking pictures every day?
I think it linked the resident. I don't know I don't know the rules, but like it's a thing right now. Like there are cases and stuff like that, but it's a civil thing. Like you can't call the police on these things.
They don't have keys to the house.
It doesn't matter. It's a civil dispute on land. Like it's a land matter, not a criminal matter.
What is it? What if you shoot them?
I think that's against the law. I think if you shoot the person,
what is it when they?
That's a Texas. That's
well, baby, I'm from Texas.
And that's what's crazy because like we talk about like the state of Texas and like Austin and Houston and Dallas and things like that, but like the shit is across the state. There's sundown towns here, still to this day. It's legally acceptable for them to shoot black people in certain towns in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Without recourse. If you there past when the sun comes down and they shoot you, they're good.
I had met these girls. They were twins. I forgot where they were from, but the town that they were in, it was a small town. It didn't have a lot of black people. And she ended up marrying, I hope she don't watch this. She ended up marrying a white guy. And so they ended up moving to Austin because she was like, they were just very racist down there. Like they had hanging from the trees, the flags. And I'm like, what?
There is Austin, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Fort Worth, certain other big towns are the most blue Democratic like cities in Texas, but like outside of that, it's nasty.
I believe you because a little boy, my son, he was at school and like kids they play and stuff or whatever, and the little boy gonna call my baby a cotton picker.
They don't even teach us that early.
I said,
so that's come from the house.
Exactly. That's what we told the principal. We're like, that's a racial slur, ma'am. Like, we went up there and talked to the principal and everything. She was like, oh, well, he
can't
said,
prove it.
No, it wasn't even just that because she had like low key lied about the situation. That's what else I didn't like. But the thing is they were in the 5th grade and I was like, I don't teach my children to hate. Like my son, he's very nice. He gets along with anybody. Oh, well, he says that he was talking about him. I said, yeah, but he didn't say any racist. He didn't, we not going to say certain things, but Yeah, and he called my son a watermelon eater, a Kool-Aid drinker. I was like, oh, that ain't nothing to be mad about. And he said, well, Mama, he told me that I'm a robber. I like to steal. And I was like, then he told me I'm a cotton picker and that my shirt is made out of cotton that I pick. I'm like, how a fifth grader know how to say something like that?
The internet, TikToks, Facebooks.
My kids be on TikToks too, and they ain't never ran across nothing that
I mean, I shout out to my guy T. Shout out to my guy B. I seen white Twitter before, and it is
White Twitter.
White Twitter.
He wasn't white. That was the bad part.
He was Hispanic.
Yes.
Yeah, they love white Twitter too. I think when I was talking about just like the overall like the country, like there's so many pockets of shit that's happening right now. Like it's too much.
Yeah, especially
too
with
much.
the election. If you go down and you read some of the comments that they making, they be like, "Oh, she's a ghetto piece of trash," and I'd be like,
I mean, we saw a restaurant that said shit like.
"No, did you wait?"
We saw a restaurant that was just that crazy. He was black owned.
Wait. So what was the food? Because I'm still so confused.
I never ate the food. I didn't eat the food. So me and so shout out to Brittany last episode. Her kid has football practice across the street from the restaurant, right? She's the first person who hit my line about the food. People will tell me about food all the time. Like they'll be like, "Go try this place. I really liked it." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll put it on my list." I have a list of about 700 restaurants I haven't tried, so I put it on my list just randomly. Like she was like, it was okay, but I don't want to be one of those people who are weird about food. Calvin, I know you like food. And she was like, "Put it on your list," so I put it on my list. Shortly after that, the DMs were crazy. I was like, what the fuck's happening? And then they started, like, I guess it was women that this particular person was hitting on, going crazy. And I got those DMs. And I was like, oh, shit. And then one chick was like, hey, I'm on the phone with him right now. And he's at the HEB. And he's with his aunt. And they're buying food for the restaurant. And I was just like, what is happening? And... he came to Colleen to come fuck with me and this and this, like some weird nigga shit.
And he
was
getting the
happening.
food from Colleen?
No. He was at a regular. I don't know where the HEB was. So again, I don't talk about people's names and stuff like that. I just give references. But like, she was like, he's at a HEB, and at some point in time, he drove to her, trying to figure out where she was at in Colleen type shit.
Oh yeah.
And they were all like, he has a nice car. He's nice. I'm like, all right, cool.
But then you see the outer appearance. You see how that outer appearance gets. That's what happened with what's that Tyler Perry movie?
All of them.
Oh my God!
Every
No, I'm
Tyler
talking
Perry
about.
movie.
I'm talking about the one he got jets and this and that, and she leave her husband.
Oh, when AIDS
Yes.
Perry. That's AIDS Perry. I love AIDS Perry.
I think it's called Temptation.
Yeah, AIDS Perry. That's my favorite movie to like introduce to my chick on the first movie night.
Oh, yeah.
Like when we want to watch a movie, and I'll just play it, and I'm
Ain't
like,
shit.
yeah, for sure.
Ain't
Don't cheat
shit.
on my dark ass. Yeah, get you a light skinned nigga.
It's
if you
a
want
dark
to.
skinned dude that gives her AIDS.
No, it's not. It's a light skinned bald nigga.
No, it's the dark skinned dude.
No, it's Temptation. Hell no, it's a light skinned bald dude.
Judy. Mm-hmm. She's light skinned.
I'm talking about the nigga she chooses. She had a nigga who was dark skinned playing guitar.
There was a physician, the doctor.
Okay, see, this is my profession. My profession is like nigga toxic PD. Judy fucked the light skinned bald nigga who had money, and she had a dark skinned nigga who played guitar and wasn't cool enough. Cause she wanted to fuck in the kitchen, and then nigga was like,
See, he dark skinned. We talking about this movie?
that nigga is not dark skinned. No. That nigga is not dark skinned.
Well, they was both dark skinned.
Nope. That nigga is not dark skinned.
He's dark.
No, no, he's not dark skinned. Her real nigga was a dark skinned nigga, and she cheated on him, and he ended up with a family.
They both dark.
No, and he ended up with a family without AIDS, and she is providing the subscription for his family now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, don't
that's
cheat on
like-
dark skinned niggas.
That's typical behavior of people, though.
Needing more than they have, absolutely.
Yeah, because they crave something that they lack at home.
I don't think that's
I think so.
the point of the movie. I think it's like
Oh, I thought we were talking in general.
I think that you should, whatever you commit to should be what you commit to.
And if you don't want to be with that person,
Leave
leave
them.
them. But I mean, you can't come back.
You can't have both. She tried to have both. She tried to come home.
No, she left him.
This
I
is
need
my,
to go rewatch
Yeah,
it.
this is my movie. This is the first
That's
night.
his movie, y'all.
This is
Hear
first
him.
night movie date with any chick I'm at. Because I'm like, I need you to see how a chick can go bad if you cheat on me. You want AIDS versus just telling me we're not together anymore?
But why is it always women? Like men do that too. You can have a very faithful woman and a man is sleeping around and the woman never knows until like she goes to get checked.
I can't speak for those men, but
And the men play it so well.
But what I can say is like I don't waste people's time. Like I say exactly what I want. And if it doesn't happen, I'm cool. I'm confident in myself to move on. Like I think I'm all right looking. I think that like I have an all right life. I think that I'm cool. Like I don't really need to give a fuck if you can't make what I want right now. Maybe when I'm 40. Maybe when I'm 50. Maybe when I can't move anymore. Like maybe I would settle down for shit. I don't settle for shit. I like what I like.
Do you believe in those? It's like you shouldn't date if you're not mentally, physically, or financially ready.
I don't believe in the last one. I think
I
if
don't
you're
know what the last one was.
the financial part,
Oh,
like
okay.
I don't think that anything I make or don't make needs to reflect the relationship. I think that if you're not mentally ready, absolutely, like relax, chill, like be in your own space. I think people get bored too in their own space. I live alone. I work from home, right? So like the ideal of me just trying to go figure out somebody outside is irrelevant to me. I don't believe in that. But if you really is struggling, you going through some shit like mentally and shit just not happening for you the way you want it to, absolutely not. Like leave the chicks alone.
Yeah.
But if it's just strictly financial, like I don't think any woman who I'd be interested in would give a fuck about what I make. Because
Well, I mean, I only ask because, he says that if you want to date him, you need to get his haircut and buy his food. And he says that
But anyone, I don't want to say the word date. When I
these are
say
his
that,
requirements.
when I say I mean like anyone I consistently deal with already knows what the thing is. Like I don't have to teach anybody anything that I'm dealing with.
I think a person does things out the willingness of their heart.
Absolutely.
Like,
And if you can't do that and you don't have that heart for me, I'm cool. That's what I mean by that post.
now, you know what I do hate? It's like when and you be like, oh, I need my nails or my hands done. Oh, well, I haven't seen those nails on me. Or no. I mean, I hate when people, it's like, you know what? I just get my own shit done.
I've never come across a woman who asked that of me because like I do a lot. Like I'm not the nigga who just sits at home. Like we're gonna go eat everywhere. We're gonna go do a lot of shit.
Do you believe the woman should pay for dates or
Absolutely,
the man?
1000%. Like I'm not ever gonna be in a scenario or situation where I'm going out tonight and I'm not paying. I don't think like if you actually are locked in with somebody and you actually really truly fuck with somebody, I think that there should be that exchange. There should be that conversation.
I mean, yes and no. I feel like some people take advantage. Like if you have, so if you know that this person makes
I don't think that's irrelevant because like I'll even give you an example. So for my birthday, right, I went out to eat 7 times
Oh,
over the
with
weekend
the same people?
with the same woman. Yeah.
And she paid for ours 7 times.
No, so the way our conversation looks like is like, hey, we're gonna go to this really super nice restaurant. So we went to Dip Dip, one of the best. Honestly, Dip Dip was one of the best restaurants I've ever personally had in my entire life, and I've tried
What is
thousands.
that? Chocolate?
It's a hot pot place off of Burnett, and we just ordered mad shit. It was like one of those things where like it's my birthday. I just feel like we should order a lot of shit. I was like, get whatever, get this. The ideal or the thought process of the start of that date was for her to pay for things. Got the bill. It was like 2 something, and I was like, I'll just handle this, and then you take care of the food for the rest of the weekend. Like, we're gonna go to restaurants that are $15-$20, whatever. Like, I'll take care of this, and I'll take care of tip. I'll do all this. So the other 6 restaurants, you just handle that. We'll go to a bookstore. Like, we'll go hang out. Like, you just handle that. I'll take care of this, because this experience to me was so dope and so nice and so like pretty. Like, why are we sitting here giving 2 cards?
Oh, well, I guess I am wrong for not taking a nigga out to eat on his birthday.
And I mean, it is what it is. But like, no, like that conversation happens like prior.
I don't see a problem with it if you have it willingly, but I feel like sometimes it becomes kind of a burden because people expect you, and it's like nobody's entitled to do anything for anyone.
Absolutely.
If you do it out the kindness of your heart, then it shouldn't be brought back up. It shouldn't be like, oh, hey, remember this one time?
Yeah,
like,
no, fuck that. That's out of here, because like, if you do something, that should just be it. Like, doing something for something is a it's a mindset that people have, and I think that I had a conversation with someone. Maybe I had a conversation with myself. I don't know, but like it was a scenario where it was like, no, it's actually a meme. It was a meme. It's a meme. I'm tripping. It was a meme, and it was like, to be feminine, which I think you.
Oh, to take you out the
yeah, like you have to take the masculinity out of the stuff. And I was in my mind when I read that, I was like, so take the bills, like bills are masculine as fuck now.
No, bro.
Bills are masculine.
No,
I didn't
not
know bills had
even.
gender.
No, I bet that's what people shared. No, I feel like when they say that, it's like if you see a very independent, hardworking woman, it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, hey, like let me come help you with your bills. No, what they mean is like, soften her life up by, hey, maybe bringing her flowers, asking her out for a very nice romantic date, letting her dress up, letting her relax one day, maybe a spa, like, hey, I got a spa things, not necessarily taking over roles, because I mean, unless y'all live together, I don't see a reasoning on why, unless she's like, hey, can you help me with this? Offering like, oh, hey, I see you get your hair done. Hey, would you like for me to, pay for it? Take a burden off of her, like, so she won't have so much to carry. If it's something of like, what is it? And then, caring for a person isn't even necessarily what or how you do it. It can just be like words, consistency, affection. What do they say?
Love languages.
Love languages. And is that my phone? Oh my goodness. I might need to answer it. Love languages is one of them, but it is also, I just think, overall taking care of her. Like the same way how if you were to have a daughter or your mom and you care for her, you don't even have to buy your daughter $1 million. You can just go up to her and hug her, and she appreciates that so much. Or a mom you come over and you're like, hey, mom, I'm going to cut your grass for you. She appreciates that because she knows like, hey, you didn't have to do that, but you're taking the load off of me. So I can go and tend to do other things. Mm-hmm. So.
And I mean, I'm going to be really misogynistic right now in response to what I'm going to say. And we can end this. This has been a great episode. Like we're already an hour in. No, we're already an hour in. It's the same ideal of like, we started talking about homegirls. Like I have homegirls who have kids. I have homegirls who have sons. A lot of things that are said on the women's perspective are things they wouldn't want to subject their sons to. Like you wouldn't want your son to come across a woman who literally just wants money or literally just wants this, who literally just wants that. You would coach against that.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing vice versa. Like men will coach their daughters against stuff. Right? It's the same shit. Whether the kids listen or learn, that's different. Like you can coach your kids all you want, but like
it is some moms out there that teach their daughters. I done seen them.
$40,
and there's still some men out here who will teach their boys. Mm-hmm. But I feel in life like everybody will learn, especially as children. You can only teach them so much, and once they're out there in the real world, you just hope and pray that the guidance and the knowledge that you instilled in them carries on with them.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like it's hard to even have that that thought process. This is why I want a child. I would love to have a child with somebody.
You want 50 children? I
want one, or if I'm lucky, I get some twins. I would like a twin piece. I want a fraternal twin with. Guy, girl, like I would like to have both of them at the same time.
I'm selling mine. Buy one, two one free. Buy one, get three.
One get three is nuts. Nah, every aspect of life is a little difficult, and depending on what scenario or situation you're in, it can get more difficult. I'm glad we're able to pod again.
Oh, Lord.
You know, like, again, I didn't think this was going to ever happen.
He thought I wasn't going to come.
I didn't think she was going to come. I didn't think she was ever going to talk to me again. She treated me like the ugly friend. Like, it was crazy. Can't even talk.
He won't even make me a meal. That's why I'm not.
That's not the truth. You never want to, do things.
He want me to make quail, duck.
Yeah, I want some duck. Make me some duck. You won't make me some duck? I think to solve our friendship, I think we need you to cook me duck.
Baby, if I cook him duck, it ain't gonna be no more pie. How about we'll take a vote? Do y'all want me to make him some duck?
I want some duck. I want some Peking duck with some soy glaze.
He said some pigeon duck. See, he lost me.
Peking duck.
Peking duck. Mm-hmm. I guess he wanted peeking out of something. I guess stuff or something. I don't know. I'm not no chef. Oh, you know what? He probably wanted peeking out of. Maybe he want like a beef Wellington, but a duck Wellington, and it's peeking out of the bread. Maybe that's what he wants.
It's not a thing.
Oh.
All right. This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 119. I have one of. Can't even talk. I have one of my favorite friends who are, we're friends again, I guess. Are we cool?
I'm the favorite. I'm the best.
Can we dap up? Can we dap up now? Oh. Yeah, for sure.
What DJ Kelly say? We the best.
Again, this is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 119. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you.